so much for coming in. Welcome back. How have you been? That's awesome. That's good to hear. I'm glad. I see in my records that you were here the other week and you got to meet my coworker. How was that? Okay. He said what about my facial hair? That guy is just like, he's a classic joker. I wouldn't take whatever he says seriously. He sort of likes to do sort of avant-garde stuff, like you said you got cups on your face. Yeah, no, see, he like does the new age, hippy-dippy, trying different weird, non-traditional techniques. Whereas me, I'm sort of very standard, you know. We did the face brushing, I believe, in today's session. Also very traditional, so yeah, between us, we cover a lot of ground, and I really don't see how our facial hair even factors into that. So yeah, I wouldn't take whatever he says with a grain of salt, you know what I mean? But I love the guy, and we work really well, so as a duo, I can't complain on that front. So I guess you're wondering why I called you in today, and I thought, you know, as you come here more often, it might be worth both our time if we just have one specific session together where I can sort of measure points in your face and develop a sort of face model here on our records, so that we can see if new methods or any new sessions would work or suit your face, or how many materials we all need and everything like that. How does that sound for you? Thank you. It is going to be thorough, so I do have to ask, do you have some time right now to just sit? I can get you a drink, a snack, and I'm just going to be first dotting your face, your lovely face, and then measuring it with two forms of measures. First will be my little simple plastic ruler. It's the kind you get at the stationery store. Yeah, see? It's very simple. And it won't hurt you at all. None of it will hurt, actually. And the other is just a cloth measure. You've probably seen this as well. I like this one because it's like a tape measure, but the actual measuring mechanism is cloth, so it can sort of follow the contours, the swirls, the curves of your beautiful face. So how does that all sound? Thank you so much then. And so, is it alright with you if I come up close, possibly touch your face? My fingers are clean. Thank you so much. Okay. So, have you ever gotten your face measured before? You have? Well, you must be very familiar with the process then. Alrighty. Now I have here some non-toxic ink pens. I'm just going to be dotting your face. Actually, I have a whole bunch because I do like to color code. Because it's so thorough, I just have a key here in my records. And I color code to the dots, make sure I don't miss anything, make sure it isn't a sort of wall of dots to me that I don't know how to decipher right off the bat. So it's not sharp at all, see? And it washes it off super easily. Yeah, okay. So I'm actually going to start with orange. Now it might just be me, but I'm a little superstitious. I never like to use red ink, but apart from red, I will be following in a Roy G. Biv manner in my color coding. So orange is next in line. And with orange, I'm going to do your hairline, points on your hairline. Let me just sort of turn away the lights so it's not so bright on you. How's that? Yeah, I can still see. And besides, you have a natural glow about you that that lights up the room. Okay, I'll save the butter for the cooking. My mother always said that, mainly because I only complimented her when I was in trouble. So hairline. Now there are going to be around 5 points of the hairline that I thought first is going to be roughly the center. I might bring out my plastic measure already just to sort of get a gauge and a vague idea of what the middle of your hairline will be. Okay. Yeah. So the middle is just going to be right there. And then I'm just gonna see where your hairline goes the furthest back, alright? So on each side, this side it's around there. And here it is. There. Good. And then I'm going to mark where the hairline stops going back and starts to go down. Okay. So for you, that is going to be there. Yeah. And on this side, it's just going to be here. So not too far from the feathers and the tan, but there's a slight difference in those 2 points. Okay. And still with the orange, we're going to do the lower points. So this is where your jaw is at its widest and where the bone of the chin first appears. So do you mind if I squish your face a little bit? Thank you. Okay, so I'm just gonna feel around your jaw. Okay, and your chin. Your chin is there. Yeah, okay. It's fresh in my mind. Thank you. And then drill one on this 4 feathers bubbles there. And there you go. Okay. Now there's just 4 more points for the orange pen, and it's just your sideburns actually. So the top of your sideburns, which is relatively easily, it's just going to be there and there and the other side. Okay. Now face measuring also helps us sort of gauge the shape of your face actually. Do you know what shape you have? That's perfectly fine. Let me run through the main shapes. So it's triangle, square, diamond, rectangle, round, oval, and heart. Those are the sort of main categories, but of course you can inhabit more than one. You could be a mix of some, or you could be a completely new one, we don't know. Looking around, the orange dots are sort of the main indicators for what you will be. The specific measurements will tell us mathematically what you'll be, but the visual indicator from the orange dots. I think I have an idea. Let me just write it down. And I will see if mathematically at the end of the session I am right or not. Okay, moving on with the dotting. I'm going now to G, green. And G is going to have quite a few spots. It's going to be for your eyebrow and eye area. So let's begin with your eyes. Let me just get up my notes. Okay. So the easiest spot we'll start from is the inner canthus. The inner canthus is the inner corner of your eyes. So just starting there and just starting there, and then the outer canthus is the outer corner. Good job. You pick up quickly. So there. And then can you look directly ahead? It's sort of a blank background, but maybe just stare somewhere behind me. And I just want to see where your eyes sit when you're this is sort of the middle of your eye. And while we're in that area, I'm going to do the middle between your eyebrows. I might just quickly take a measurement there so I can get the middle, so it can be a reference point and I'm not just guessing in between each. So, okay, there we go. And then, while we're at your eyebrows, I'm going to do the bottom and top of each eyebrow. So, there. You have beautiful eyebrows, by the way. And then I'm going to do the highest point of the eyebrow. For most people it's near their tail, or where the eyebrow begins to turn, and then the tail of the eyebrow ends. And that is everything for your eyes. Now we move on to blue. Blue, B for blue. And this shall be for your nose section. Not too many there. Now we've begun already sort of with the top of your eyebrow, and let's go at the beginning of your bridge. For you there's not too much of a gap actually, but there is some slightly. So top of your bridge is now there, and let's go for your tip of your nose. There. And then the inside of each nostril and the outside of each nostril, or nasal passage we can say. So, beautiful. And then the inner passage, the inner nasal markings also marks the top of the philtrum. The bottom of the philtrum I shall do in the violet colour. Your philtrum is this part here that leads into the cupid's bow. Yeah. This is just going above your lip, okay? And then with your cupid's bow, I will do pink. It's called on the rubber band. Okay. Okay, we're doing pink, and the tops of your cupid bow is where the highest point of your lips are. So for this side and that side, and then we'll do the bottom part of your lip and the tip of your cupid's bow. Do you hear that bird out there? And that has finished the dotting. Didn't take us too long, eh? How are you feeling right now? It wasn't too sharp. Not feeling anything. Okay, awesome. I will prepare my measuring tools and we'll get to measuring now, hey? Okay, just give me a quick moment. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the plastic measure, the plastic ruler first, and follow just the sort of more rigid points, the higher points of your face. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to mark your cheeks, and I'm just gonna dot your cheeks there, feeling where your bone is, sort of there, and that's just the highest point of your face, the widest point of your face, the cheeks. So yes, I'm just gonna use the plastic measure to go from rigid point to rigid point, bone point to bone point, and that will give us a general outlay of the face shape so far. So this part I might not chat as much, I gotta concentrate, remember a bunch of numbers. Do you need anything before I start? Would you like a tea or anything like that? Okay, well, you let me know if you do. You don't have to be silent during this process. Only me. So first shall be usually try out each other's facial methods on each other because it just gets to be a bit too much. So I always value hearing what people have to say about my own sessions and my co-workers. But yes, then I forgot to do with the hairline turns. Do the jaw. It's not too different from the feather spot. Okay. And then I'll just quickly get some basic measures down. So each eye, let's see if you have the same shape of eye. Might not perfectly normal. To the inner canthus, to the outer canthus. And then the height. You might need to close your eyes at this part. The height. Yep. Let me just write them down before I forget. Yep. Pretty even. And now for eyebrow length. Perfect. So yeah, your bone parts tend to not need the cloth measure. They're pretty straightforward. And then lastly, cheek. This one I might go over with the cloth as well. Say we need to make a mask for you or something like that. It would be good to have both options in a record. Okay. I might just also do from between the eyebrow, up to the bridge of your nose, to the chin point as well. And while I'm here, I might as well get that difference between the hairline and the middle part of your eyebrow. So first that, and if I was smart, I could use maps to figure out the other one. But it's just easier when I have you here to do it all. I appreciate your time, though. Thank you. Okay, I believe that is everything I need with the plastic measure. Is there anything that you want for your own personal knowledge? Oh, yeah, I can do that. You know what? I totally forgot to do dots on your ears as well. That's quite alright. I'll do that just after getting these measurements for you. Okay, so you want the outer canthus to the opposite cheekbone. Interesting. Oh, do you wear eye masks? Oh, that's very cool. Very useful. Well, then I'll get the inner canthus to the cheekbone as well, just in case you want to switch up your, is it costumes or, okay, very cool. Inner canthus to inner canthus on each side. And actually, now that I'm here, I might as well just do parallels with the nasal passages. Okay. I gotta quickly write it down, else I'll be bound to forget. So, comes the very fastidious part, and that is a cloth measure. The cloth measure pretty much does everything. Basically, from these measurements, I should be able to just do a connect the dots kind of thing on my notebook and get something that sort of resembles your face. So, it's gonna be quite a lot. I'm just going to get it started and we can do this together, right? Just go to your hairline. And I actually want to do centimeters. Do you need inches at all for anything? You can convert them later if you need to. Awesome. Well, let me know if you do, because as you can see, this side is inches, this side is centimeters. And okay. Now here we go. Your hairline is just gonna be just like that. Each point, but some should be not too dissimilar. Okay. Put down my pencil. Okay, the hairline. And just still going from your hairline points. Let me do this. Top of your eye. Out again, this. Bottom of your eye. And then we're gonna rent it say a 3D model of your face, I'd probably have brought my projector to get the angles of the lines, but what we're doing is enough to sort of gauge material quantity needed. Yeah. Did I do outer canthus to outer canthus? Where I hit the try. Okay. How are you going? We're down to the lower third now. Yeah, I sort of did it upper third, middle third, ears, eyebrow, eyes, nose. Now into lower third. It's lucky because that way you don't double up any measurements. You know, I work from top down. Okay, how are you feeling? You ready for the last bit of measuring? You've done really well. You know, I always get a bit weird asking clients just to sit still, so I don't usually. But even without me asking, you've been really still, making my job super easy. So I appreciate that. Okay, you ready? Just want to make sure I've got all points. Now with your lips, this will be ticklish. The nerves on the lips for some reason just are off that way. So, doing just how wide your lips are, or your mouth is, I should say. How tall your lip is from the bottom of the lip to each cupid's bow. Yeah, pretty even. The distance between the cupid's bow, the length of your philtrum, under your nose, yeah. And what else do I need? That's right, the cupid's bow to the ends of your lips, both sides, from both cupid's directions. Okay, I need to quickly write all them down. Okay, and now for your jaw. I'm just gonna follow it to the ends of each lip, same sides, and now the opposite sides. You see how maths can just really tell me half these equations, but now I can just write it down and not have to do maths. Okay, and with that jaw, I'm also just going to do widest part of your jaw to the bone of the chin. And to the base of the philtrum. Okay, now I'm just doing your sideburns with the jaw. Okay, I believe that's everything on the face. I'm just gonna measure the ears in particular now, alright? So let's go from your ear to point on your face. it's not as nifty as that sort of tape measure one, but it's still very cool. Okay, let's just right, and it's just rolling out to your head. Now it's not too tight, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me just write them down. So what do we do? Yep. Okay, my dear, you are now officially off the hook. You're free. Now, the dots that you have on your face, they'll wash away with one simple wash, but I can wipe them here for you now if you'd like. Yeah, totally. You're going somewhere after this. Just don't want to walk around with dots in your face. I wonder why. Okay, just have a towel here, and I'm just gonna go. Okay. So here we go. Down your nose, down your nose. Close your eyes for me. Thank you. And of course, lower your lips. I'll be gentle under your nose. The filter, the jaw, and your ears last. Your ear. Okay, I will email you a copy of all the measurements, and yeah, I'll keep a record of your measurements here, so next time if we need to do anything, we'll already have it on file. We won't have to do a face measure day of. Let us know